My baloney has a first name, it's O-S-C-A-R. My baloney has a second name, it's M-E-Y-A-R. Oh, I love to eat it every day, and if you ask me why, I'll say, 'cause Oscar Mayer has a way with B-O-L-O-G-N-A. Hello YouTube, it's Sam. It is July 26th, 2011, meaning that I'm 3 days late for my 11 months on testosterone. That's almost a year. That's insane. So I know I just made my post-op videos, but it's time for my 11-month video. So I'm here in Boston, and I'm recovering from top surgery. I had top surgery on July 12th with Dr. Garramone in Sunrise, Florida. And I'll show you my amazing skill of being able to take off my own shirt. It's been really exciting wearing t-shirts, and equally interesting trying to take them on and off. So, special skills. By special, I mean not at all, obviously. I am exactly 2 weeks post-op today. So far, you know, it's still looking a little bit gnarly, but it's mostly just because of all the tape and the gauze and stuff. And I can see a little bit of the scar, and it's like the thinnest thing I've ever seen, which is really great. Also, I didn't really realize that I had like a significant amount of chest hair. I knew that I had some, but like, see this darkness right here? That's chest hair. And I like to think of it as like shading to make it look like I have defined, oh man, I am, to make it look like I have defined pectoral muscles, which I don't have because I'm not strong. So I talked all about the surgery in the surgery videos. If you haven't seen those, feel free to check them out. I'm really excited because I am going to Gender Odyssey. I got permission from Dr. Garramone himself to go to Gender Odyssey, and that convinced my mom, which I'm pleased about. The conference is August 5th, 6th, and 7th. Really excited. Also, Genderbusters is going to be screening at the conference on Saturday, August 6th at the wonderful time of 8:30 a.m. So if anyone feels like getting up really early, feel free to come see Genderbusters as well as a couple other chosen films from the Translations Film Festival, which is the Seattle Transgender Film Festival. And I'm especially excited about it because Genderbusters actually won Best Short Film at their festival. A little update about how I've been since my post-op video. Every day I get a little bit better. I would say that my biggest complaints right now are the fact that I can't stand up straight because I know I can because he said I can, but I'm scared that I'm pulling on things, and it's hard to know if I'm pulling on incisions or if I'm pulling on tape. My shoulders really hurt, and my back really hurts, and I have knots. I've got like crazy knots back here, and I brought Tiger Balm that my dad has very nicely been trying to massage into my back, and that's been helping. But I just think in time, as I feel more secure, I'll feel like I can relax. The nipples at the moment are kind of in the, oh my god, they're so scary, they're bleeding again, what the fuck kind of stage, which he mentioned in the post-op instructions, so it's not really scary, it's just like, why the hell are they bleeding? He said that that's totally normal. So they're kind of gnarly, and they looked better, actually, in the immediately after he took off the dressings time. But anyway, so far, I'm so pleased. So pleased and so grateful that I had this done. I can feel almost everything, and I was under the impression that I would feel very little. So I feel really good about that. I can feel all of this up here. I can feel in the middle. I can feel here on both sides. Then it starts to feel a little weird. I think it's just really tender right here, though. This has been, right here is this one spot that hurts. I'm not sure why. And then it's hard to tell with the nipples. I try not to touch them. But then the only real numb spots are over here and then here. I'm not sure if I can feel on the incisions. I can feel a lot, but I'm not sure if I can feel normal. And then right below them, back to normal in the middle, and then that's the only place where there's still swelling. So this feels kind of strange. Overall, I can feel so much, and I'm so grateful. I really thought I wasn't going to be able to. So the funny story is I was at the airport coming back from Florida, so Florida to Boston, and I got a wheelchair. It was recommended to me by a lot of people who had had top surgery previously. That was a really good idea. This story is called Passing at the Airport is Really Weird. I was sitting there in my wheelchair on the entrance side of security, waiting on the outside of the metal detector because I couldn't go through with the wheelchair. I had a note from the doctor saying, "This patient cannot lift his arms above his head. Don't make him do that for security," which was really cool. And my mom couldn't go through security the regular way either because she's had her hips replaced. And so she and I both had to be patted down. So on the other side, I heard a voice that said, "We've got one male and one female." And I went, oh God, what's about to happen? So a male TSA agent came and pushed the wheelchair around the outside of the metal detector and got me all the way to the other side of security, to this like area that everyone could see but was just like off to the side. And I was like, please don't look at my forms, please don't look at my forms, please don't look at my forms, because everything says Elizabeth. And I was like, what the hell is this guy gonna think? So he didn't, thank God. I honestly thought the whole thing was really funny. I wasn't traumatized, nothing. I just tried not to laugh the whole time because I was like, oh my God, I'm being pat down by a young guy. And so he like put on these gloves and was like starting to pat me down, and I basically was like, I just need to tell you that I have an ace bandage on my chest because I had surgery. And he said, okay. And he proceeded, on the outside of my clothes of course, to go like this down my chest. And I was just like, oh my God, this is so weird. And then it was really funny because the only part of me that he really paused on was my belly because it was sticking out. Because my chest is small and my belly is big. And he like went over my belly a couple times to make sure that that was not an explosive. I just wanted to say to him, that's my chub. That's normal. It's supposed to be there. But that was funny. And then when he did my legs, he said something like, so when I do your legs, I give it ample room. But he didn't say it like that. But that's basically what he meant. So he like put his hand on the outside of my leg, high up near my hip. But on the inside of my leg, he started on like the middle of my thigh to avoid touching anything that obviously isn't there. So that was really funny for me too. He went to go check his gloves, and I started laughing, and I was like, stop laughing, stop laughing, stop laughing, this is not appropriate. And then he was like, all right, you're good to go, and my dad wheeled me away, and I was just like, that was so weird. And my parents were like, everyone here keeps saying he, and I was like, yeah, welcome to the world of 100% passing. This is new for me too. I have been getting more body hair. Lot of body hair. As people may have seen if you watch my surgery video, I didn't shave my face for a week, and I had significant hair growth here and here. It was like long enough that I could hold it between my fingers. I'm not talking like here, but like that. Not only brown, also kind of amber colored and gray. Great, that's great. As my dad said, I'm going through puberty and aging at the same time, something like that. And as I said, that's chest hair. And it's like long. The surgeon actually had to shave my chest, and I kind of guffawed at the idea of him having to shave my chest, but he did. Because I see hair growing back in. My belly is pretty out of control. My friend says that I should manscape, and I just don't want to. He said I could take a hair buzzy thing or a beard trimmer and put like a guard on that's like that long and do my legs, but I just don't feel like it, so I'm not going to. Hair. Question for you all. What do you think about my piercings, really? I got really used to not having them during the surgery and during that week of recovery. So, like, okay, I really like this one. P.S. Check out these sideburns. They're really thick. So I like this piercing. I like this piercing. I don't know how I feel about my nose anymore. I mean, I like it. I just don't know if I looked better without it. I don't know. What do you guys think? I passed on the airplanes. I passed in airport bathrooms. Passing. passing. And I'm getting more used to it. You know, I think a big thing about having top surgery for me is that I feel more comfortably perceived as male now. I don't know if that's really true or if I'm just in incredible celebration mode still. It feels like a piece of the puzzle has finally been completed. I'm really enjoying just wearing like boxer shorts or boxer briefs around the house and not wearing anything else and being sufficiently clothed. Like, that's awesome. I think I'm coming into my perceived maleness, and that's something that I really want to think more about and talk more about. So I realized that top surgery for me, I think, was a significantly important thing, specifically as a genderqueer person, because having a chest felt like such, or is such a strong gender marker in our culture, in this world, as people with these bodies that we are. Like, having boobs is really a strong marker of femininity, and I am in awe and quite respectful of trans masculine people who do not get top surgery, who do not feel that they need top surgery to feel comfortable in their bodies. But for me, it felt like such a strong gender marker. Not having them, I feel so much more genderqueer. I feel so much more physically embodying of androgyny. And I think that's why I'm so excited about it, because it feels finally like my body is reflecting this genderqueer mind. And it's been a long time that I've been trying to figure out how I could possibly have genderqueer on the outside of my body. And I think that I may have found it. Admittedly, as I'm on T longer and I get more visibly masculine or hairy or something, I think that might feel less androgynous and more male, and hopefully I'll acclimate to that as it happens. But at the moment, oh my god, like, having the voice that I have, having a little bit of facial hair, having a flat chest, and having original plumbing, I feel physically genderqueer. And that's amazing to finally realize a mental state physically. I think that's why I've been so fucking happy. And I think to a lot of people, this would embody maleness, trans maleness. And I think it means different things for different people. And for me, that's what it feels like. I feel physically androgynous, finally. And that makes me feel so, so good. I think that's why I've been feeling so great. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm really, 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 really fucking happy. Like, happier than I thought I would be. And I'm going to feel so much better when I can move around and not have tape and gauze and my back and whatever hurting. Like, I didn't even think I was going to feel this great. I think I just thought, this is something I want to do and I'm going to do it. And I didn't realize the hugely momentous impact that it would have for my own congruity of self and gender identity, a manifestation of genderqueerness on my body. And that just feels so exciting, and I'm so happy about it. So I had the classic realization of, oh look, my chest is smaller. What the hell is that? And looking at my belly and going, that's large. I'm really excited to take the momentum that I have from this like healing journey and push that momentum and keep going into, I want to be more physically active and I want to feel good about my body and I want to run around again and have fun. I really hope that I can keep that mindset going and celebrate and strengthen this body that I'm coming into that I'm so fucking happy about. So that is my update for 11 months. Really giant and exciting. Oh, hey, next month is 1 year. That's crazy. So I'm hoping to string together all the balonies into like one baloney song that changes 12 times in pitch. So look for that. All right. Hopefully I'll see a bunch of you at Gender Odyssey. Otherwise, I will see you all later. All right. Bye.